But that being said, we have a very special guest here. Well, we have a returning guest here.
A returning guest.
Yes. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, sir?
Yo, what up, what up? It's John Brooks. What's going on with y'all, man? Thanks for having me, man. I'm back.
Well, yeah. How long has it been? It's been a year?
It's been a full year.
It has been a full calendar year since you've been here.
Yeah, man. Y'all been moving, man. I can't catch y'all.
And last time we rocked at the Stork Club together,
Stork
right?
Club, yup. Y'all been out of the country. Y'all
Some
been
of us.
globe-trotting.
Yeah.
Dez about to sign with $1 Million Man. This boy out here.
Ted DiBiase?
This boy out here winning, boy. Every time I turn around, he winning. Dez the plug. Dez the plug.
Dez is the plug.
Dez is the plug.
Hashtag Dez is the plug. Get it trending.
That guy right there, that's the plug.
Yeah. But for our new listeners, why don't you go ahead and reintroduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is John Brooks, man. A local MC out of Oakland, California. Been in this game for about 12 years, and we killing. We trying to body everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What's up? What's good with y'all?
Let's body that word local rapper. Let's say independent artist.
Independent. well, you know what? I like local, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I was at a show about 2 weekends ago, and it was in San Francisco at a trap art event.
Oh, word.
Yeah, it was dope. It was thick. It was dope. I mean, it was a Beyonce edition. It was cool, but they kept saying They kept saying local artists, local, and like a majority of the artists that came were from out of the state, and they happened to move to the Bay Area, and I was like, this isn't local music, like, you know, it was down south stuff, and I mean, not that I'm opposed to it, but it's like, nah, bro, we local, bro, like we like local music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
if it's within the state line,
you know what I'm saying, like
that I would say that's pretty
I
much
wouldn't
local.
even say the state line. If you're gonna say local, like SF,
Oakland, Vallejo. You know what I mean? Like you coming from New Orleans, I'm like, that ain't local, bro. Like,
anything within 100-mile radius of where you live is considered
so
local.
I take pride in that word local, man, because I want to
that.
definitely represent from where I'm from, man. Give Oakland, give the Bay Area a great name, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you already know. I bring mines with me everywhere I go.
Man. You do it, man. That's what it's about.
We go state to state, repping the Bay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So last time you were here, you had dropped your project, The Night Shift.
The Night Shift.
So now what do you currently have out?
So we're on OT.
Okay.
That's the name of the project. The Night Shift was such a great run for us. Like, we got so many great responses, great feedback from it, and basically we was like, what can we do to, to give the people something dope, and also have it connect to the night shift. And we was like, you know what? We finna just go on OT. You coming off the night shift, you got to come back out there and kill it. So we dropped the OT, which is a short EP, and it's extremely aggressive. Like,
I mean, I would say aggressive is the right word to say it, because just kind of based on that first on that opening, man, I was like, man, like we're ready to jump over this table and start fighting LOC over here. You know what I mean? Like we're ready to go.
We're talking about fair warning.
Yeah,
man.
fair warning.
Fair warning
for sure. Like Des was saying, it sounds like a fighter's entrance.
Yes,
you know what
yes.
I mean?
That's what I wanted. I wanted that energy, that aggression that I feel like were somewhat lacking in today's hip hop. Back in the day we had Ice Cube, man. Like, come on, that aggression, man. Like, I wanted to bring that back, but in a good way, not in a negative way. So with that record, man, like, it's funny because the record itself is extremely aggressive, but you watch the video, it was super soft.
Really?
It's beautiful.
So would you say that that's kind of like been one of the challenges of doing your new project, is to like trying to like make the videos kind of like not as aggressive, but keeping the song and everything else about it?
Yeah, so that's been a thing with us. With this particular project, we've been going out of our way to bring the audience more beauty in the videos. Like I said, for fair warning, if you look at it, we shot it all in Vallejo, but the scenery is incredible. Like, you wouldn't even think it was Vallejo. You would think we was in like the South in the woods somewhere, man. Like, it is beautiful. And Timbo, his editing for videos is ridiculous. Like the lighting, the color tint he put on it, like it is. Like I urge everybody to watch it. Go to YouTube, look up "Fair Warning" by John Brooks, and aggressive song but soft video.
All righty.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, that song "Fair Warning," man. I was bumping it this morning, and it was just like, it brought me back. It had that boom bap. You know what I mean, that's my flavor. You had you just spitting flames,
yes,
just
sir.
fire. You know what I mean? Then I tuned in. I believe we're gonna listen to it later, where it's a little more wavier.
Yeah,
it's a little wavier, but it's still spitting fire. And just to I think Rob B penned this phrase, and it the only way I can describe it is this boom trap.
Boom trap. It is boom trap. You talking about OT? OT is boom trap.
Yeah.
And I don't normally do music like that. I'm normally just boom
And that's
bap.
what was fire.
Yeah,
about it.
And we thought that it'll throw everybody off. It was like, let's do some stuff we don't normally do and just gas on it. And I was like, yeah, we pulled it off.
But you got that you got that wavy pattern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was feeling it.
Yes, sir.
So is this new project just kind of more like is it staying true to your roots, but while still being current and more like up to date?
Yes, it's definitely up to date with today's sound. I wanted to still hold on to the original art of MCing on certain tracks. Like we got a song called "They Shoot Us, We Shoot Us" with a powerful message on it. And yeah, man, with all the violence going on between the black community and also between the police brutality, like I feel like the point of the song is they shoot us, we shoot us. You know what I mean? In order for us to get them to stop doing this, we got to stop doing it to ourselves. So it gets heavy with that song, but for the most part, it's, like he said, boom trap. You know what I mean? And it's a segue. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got the Night Shift, gave you that was 20 tracks. Nice album.
Yeah, right? I think it was about 20 tracks,
yeah.
22.
And then we got this one, which is about 7 joints. And then we're coming out for this new one we got, produced by Digital Martyrs. Mm-hmm. So it's like a segue. It's some really sweet, some really short, you know what I mean, for the people to savor and taste. And then we're going to drop that Digital Martyrs album on y'all.
I think that's interesting because, like, again, you said that you were going... So the Night Shift was about, let's say, 20 tracks for the sake of argument. But you're now cutting it down to only 7.
7.
And so, I mean, was that kind of another thing that you had to deal with in the sense of, like, you wanted to put 2 projects out, but you had to cut it down significantly to just, kind of keep people interested and keep like...
Yeah, and that's what it was. You hit it on the head. So it was, we wanted to keep people interested. We didn't want to put out another fully loaded album back to back with another 20 songs. We wanted something short and sweet for them to just grab hold of, listen to it. Because, like, it's been a thing where people are saying everybody's attention span is short. I mean, this, which is probably true for the younger folks, right? But my music is more so for the people who like to long play. But I never do short play music, which is an EP. And I felt like I wanted to satisfy my fans with the content, but also fit in the pocket of the generation where they could just listen to it, digest it, and then by the time they're over this one, we hitting them in the head with the long one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, it's very strategic, the way we're releasing music and releasing videos. Everything has a purpose. All the madness has a method.
And so, I mean, again, we're only talking about 7 tracks, and you've had a whole year to kind of write and have beats submitted and everything. I mean, do you feel like that's kind of like limiting you in the sense of like, okay, I have to keep it to 7 tracks, but I have to be either lyrical or I have to be quote unquote mainstream for this project?
Nah, it didn't limit us. What we were, our greatest challenge were picking the songs, because just like last time, we put out 20 songs on the Night Shift, but we had over like 80 joints.
That's what I'm saying. So if you only put 7 tracks out, that means there's more music out there.
And that was it again. It will say you're saying that for the Night Shift you had 80 tracks. So did anything from that kind of like pour over into this project, or
you know what, the songs that we picked for the Night Shift from the 80 didn't necessarily pull over to OT. What happened was the same producer from Interscope, which is the chemist, he sent us I think 30 beats or whatever. So those were brand new recordings over the old beats he sent us. that we never really touched because we kind of finished whatever. But interesting thing. So when we was working on the night shift, let me go back. When I worked on Authentic, which is the first EP I put out, I was working on a night shift at the same time. So now I'm in the mode where when I write, I'm writing for 2 projects. I'm always 2 projects out.
Okay.
So I literally have 3 projects on his computer that just need a date. And we just put out. Like, I'm always ahead of myself. I do that because I'm 32 years old. I grew up in Tupac era. Don't nothing outweigh work ethic. You know what I'm saying? We are always in the studio working, no matter, even if we're not putting out anything, we just always working. So when we do decide to put out something, there's no scrambling to do anything unless we want to add something to the body of work. But we record every day, year round. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when I record 2 projects at the same time. So like with OT, I wrote for OT. And then I wrote for this album I got called Digital Martyrs. And they're both ready to go, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm assuming that then you have to think of the concept, or you have to think of your project concepts. Again, you're 2 projects out. So, I mean, does that kind of also affect your lyrics or how you work in the sense of OT, we're going to be more lyrical and up to date, or we're going to be lyrical and up to date.
Right.
But then the project after that, you have to already be okay, I'm going to be lyrical, but at the same time, I want to go back to the old school kind of.
So here's an example in the process. I have a song on OT called Forgot to Love. That song is 6 years old. And it sounds like I recorded it yesterday.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and the reason why it fit is because it's timeless music. It's like
Word up.
You take Tupac's Dear Mama. That song doesn't get old. You take any early song from Snoop Dogg, it doesn't get old. Any Dre, Chronic, it doesn't get old. You know what I mean? That song I have is called Forgot to Love. It's featuring Jane Rio and Drew from Anak. It's 6 years old. And people's like, oh, man, I love this song. You just, when did you do this? I did this 6 years ago, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the only thing we did was mix and master it, differently to make it fit the standards of today. But it fit the concept, OT. It's about relationships. My inspiration comes from feelings, comes from what I go through, what I live through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't necessarily get up and just write you a 16 about lollipops and unicorns. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I have to actually feel something, for fair warning.
Right.
My attitude was I'm about to body anything in front of me. I'm Mike Tyson right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All righty. So, I don't know, LSC, you think it's time to hit him with that OT, or you got to...
I don't know if they're ready. I don't know if they're ready. You know what? If they ain't ready for it, they're about to be ready for it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
If you ain't ready, well then get ready real quick. But before we do this, John Brooks, it's tradition here.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get you to do a custom intro for your song, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So hit him with it.
Yo, what's going on? It's John Brooks, and you're now listening to OT. OT.
So that was OT by the man we got here, Mr. John Brooks.
Yes, sir.
And man, literally night and day compared to the night shift.
Yeah, definitely. It's super aggressive. Like we got the idea, right? The night shift was super, I call it delicate. It was something different for us to do. Especially taking our time and being able to experiment with different flows and different concepts as well. And with OT, I felt like it was more aggression, just let's take our frustrations out. Let's just, let's not have a plan. Let's just go out and let loose. Let your hair out. Don't worry about what people are going to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Just have fun. And that's what we did with OT, especially the title track.
Yeah. And again, I mean, I feel like just based on those 2 tracks alone, I think I have a good idea of, what to expect on the rest of the project when I go download it.
Oh, yeah.
But with that being said, you know, Eddie got a shout out last time. You know,
Hey,
shout out Eddie.
that's my coworker, man. Eddie.
So let me phrase this question differently. Is there anyone new that should get a shout out? Because last time it was just like, do you have a shout out for anybody? Yeah, Eddie. All right, shout out Eddie.
It was hella funny because my coworker, he was running me through interviews and stuff. You know, OG me, like, what, in his late 50s. He was like, man, just shout me out. Just shout me out already. I was like, I tell all my friends. I was like, all right. I'm thinking in my head, don't forget to shout out Eddie. Eddie, shout out Eddie. Oh, man.
Oh man! But so, is there anyone new that deserves a shout out right now?
Man, I want to shout you guys out, man. Shout out Maddhouze, man. Shout out Digital Martyrs, Uptown Suite. Shout out Rookalati, man. It's so many people that you know that are the reason why I'm this, you know, far in my career. You know, I can't just take credit for it. Everybody played a part, man. Shout out Manny Draper. Shout out Aunt Cheddar. You know what I'm saying? Steadfaster, man. That's the machine. And it's always a pleasure to be here with y'all, man.
It's always a pleasure to have you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And that style, though, man. You know, that's my stuff. Like where, like, who was your dude? Who was your dude besides Tupac, of course? Who was your dude that was just like that you might have not copied your style from, but like inspired your style?
Oh, I can tell you exactly who my guy was. I was a crazy Jay-Z fan.
Okay.
Super, man, I sounded just like Jay-Z rapping. Now, that cadence, you know what I mean? Back when I started, when I sucked really bad, but I used to always try to sound like that dude. Song Cry. What really changed it for me was the Black Album. When he released the Black Album, I was just like, no. Like, it was ridiculous. And the reason why I got hooked on East Coast music is because my cousin was an East Coast fan. And I was always with him, so I didn't have a chance to, you know, get on E40 and Short when I wanted to, or when I was supposed to. Mm-hmm. Instead, he's showing me, you know, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim. Mm-hmm. He's showing me not Tupac, but Jay-Z, Nas, you know what I mean? And those guys. And after I got hooked on those guys, when I reached out and did my own thing, it was fabulous. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Jadakiss, Styles P, like, I remember Jadakiss's Why. You know, like, I had a whole song copied off that called Why. You know what I'm saying? But so East Coast really influenced my style. I like the boom bap and just the storytelling. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like with West Coast artists or Bay Area artists at least, it's more of you know, rapper stuff flexing and, you know, braggadocious or whatever.
Let's get this party started.
You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. You know, it's cool. But
no, it's all dope.
It's all dope. But what caught me was that storytelling, man. That storytelling, I was like, geez.
That's what I see when, you know, I actually do see music. I know you're only supposed to hear it, but I actually see it. It has texture, color, smell. It has all that for me. But that's what when I do listen to you, that's what attracts me to the songs is wordplay and metaphors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just flame, just spitters.
Real talk. And I like that voice, that heavy voice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that.
Where my dog's at.
Yeah, hey, DMX.
Know what I'm saying?
Recently, no lie, DMX, when DMX first came out, man, oh my God, I had so many summers to X, man. Crazy.
Now, how about if you had one producer you could work with for the rest of your life?
Woo!
Or no, not even for the rest of your life. If you had one chance.
That you would want to collab with.
You had one chance to put out one song with any producer that you liked.
Any producer.
Any producer.
Ninth Wonder. Ninth Wonder, bro. That guy, jeez.
LOC and John just became friends.
Oh my goodness. Ninth, bro, that boy is so raw. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It would him, and you know I'm gonna answer with a few, but he's the first. Mm-hmm. But definitely Ye, you know Kanye for sure. He produced that new Pusha album. I haven't heard it yet, but I heard it's crazy. And Just Blaze, man.
Oh,
yeah, Just Blaze for sure. Those are my top three right there.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So where can our listeners go cop the new project right now?
Man, any major platform where music is sold at. Type in John Brooks OT. You know, or go to my Instagram page, official John Brooks, and get in that link. And before I get out of here, I want to tell you one more thing. We just put out a show called The Untitled Show. It's an urban hip-hop, independent hip-hop show. You guys can check it out. The link is in my bio on official John Brooks at Gmail. At Instagram. So you guys check it out. It's super dope. It's for the culture, strictly indie. You know what I mean? So check it out when you get a chance. And I want to shout out my boy Scorpion, man. That boy Scorp stay doing it. I just saw his last battle. That boy crazy.
Hey, Scorp's a fan.
That boy crazy.
And you did mention your video, so where can they find your video?
Yeah, go to YouTube, man. Go to YouTube. Look up Steadfaster Media, and videos all under that account. And or just type in John Brooks The Night Shift or John Brooks OT. All the videos should pop up.
There you go. It's
and
that
one more
simple.
time, don't just go on there and watch the videos. Subscribe.
Oh, subscribe,
like,
please.
Yes.
Comment.
Yes. Smash that subscribe button.
Real
Finger
talk.
bang it. I don't give a fuck. Well, I mean, you know, hey man, everybody they can subscribe on their phone, man.
Yeah, it's
you
a
know
computer
what I
in
mean?
your hand. You know, make
Exactly.
sure y'all subscribe and get that.
Yeah, bang it with your finger.
Finger bang.
Bang it with your finger. Finger blast it. I don't care.
Give it the shocker.
Right.
Oh,
Dude.
the end of this interview went sideways.
Hey, this is the Maddhouze way.
Yeah, yeah. If it doesn't go sideways, it's not the show.
Right.
If it doesn't.
OT, 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 OT.